Okay, we have plenty to talk about. First of all, does anyone have any? Oh, here's Cornelia. I'm so happy to see you. Thank you for joining us. You managed to add a class. Are you working towards a certificate? No. Is it Aline? Aline?
Yeah.
I'm adding your name here. Okay, great. Well, I believe you all saw my video, my welcome video. Um, I'm going to share my screen now. I know I started asking everyone earlier. Does anyone have any experience in package design? No? Okay. Okay, so when you go to Canvas, if you haven't done so yet, first you go to our homepage. Right below that, of course, is the Confer Zoom where you log in to come to class. I make myself available. These are my Zoom office hours, Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you need to see me, you have questions, just let me know during class. I try to manage the time accordingly because I have 2 classes that I teach, so it's by appointment only. Know also that all the assignments, exercises, research, discussions, quizzes, they're all due on a Wednesday. So today is Tuesday. We'll be working on your initial assignment or assignments. And then on Wednesday, well, today is Tuesday, so Wednesday you get to work on that. Thursday, you can show me your progress so I can help you if you have any questions or if you need extra help. This is something that I need to tell all my students because I believe this is a new policy of Mission College. It's the participation attendance drop policy. You need to complete a check-in assignment by February 10th. And you will most likely see this in all the classes that you're taking at Mission. The check-in assignment is the first assignment that I'll explain to you in a bit. That's the die line and chocolate bars. So you need to complete this and pass this date. If you do not participate for 2 consecutive weeks, I will attempt to contact you, and if additional week passes without resuming participation, you will be dropped from the course. However, I know sometimes emergencies do happen. If you get sick, there's an injury, death in the family, please let me know. Contact me as soon as you can so we can work together. Okay? Do you have any questions so far? I just want to go over some important items here. And feel free to interrupt me if you have any questions, okay? Mission College has scholarships. I will let you read this at your own pace. There are resources available for you, important dates, you know, dropping, adding courses, things like that. So home, Confer Zoom, this is mine, attendance, syllabus, you can download it. I have a PDF file here if you wish, and everything is here. Should you need to contact me by email, this is my email. amalia.broadband@wvm.edu. And all you need to do is when you're in Canvas, you just click here in the inbox and then compose your email for me. Okay, now let's go to modules. So each module or each week is represented by a module. Glossary, every now and then I will be using terminologies of the industry. And if there's something that I failed to explain to you, just raise your hand, ask me. So this is like your dictionary glossary. Under resources, this is very important. I will let you take a look at each link at your own pace, using Zoom, Canvas, taking an online class. Mission College has loaner laptops, etc. Even assistance fund and food that they provide for those in need. Free food, technology, and basic needs resources. Okay. How-to videos, how to navigate the pages on the Mission College channel. Okay, now us. Let's talk about us. Reference websites. Dieline Company, .com. It's a Dieline company actually. Packaging of the World, Packaging Inspiration, etc. This is the very first one you will need to click this week under Package Template Resources. It's the second one here. We'll go back there in a bit. Resource books, these are recommended, but they're not required, okay? Resource magazines, they're recommended, they're not required for you to subscribe to or purchase. Color rub downs or transfers, it's optional. I will show you amazing projects that my past students put together last year, because packaging design course, by the way, is only offered in Mission once a year. That's during springtime. Has anyone seen the modules before you logged in today? Anybody? Oh, Cornelia, you did your homework. Great job. Anyone else? No? Okay. Okay, watercolor rub downs. I have 3 old examples here. Can you see? Okay, let me do the spotlight. Are you seeing it? No.
No.
Oh, strange. Okay, remove bin. Okay, can you see it now? Maybe after I share. Okay, I will. This is not working. Okay, let me cancel that. Okay, I'll show you later. Anyway, rub down will simulate your package design on any flat surface that maybe you cannot print it. So for example, on a bottle, and you say, oh, it's printed directly on the bottle. This is actually a color transfer that you rub down on the surface. That's why in the industry, we call it rub down or color rub down, because you literally have to rub it down. It's not permanent. It's for presentation purposes only. So if I go like this, nothing will happen to it. But if I use my fingernails or anything sharp, it can come off. It's for presentation purposes only. So as a graphic designer, in graphic design, there are three major avenues: print, corporate identity, and packaging. And of course, it branches out to other areas, including web page designs, etc. Um, package design, your client will appreciate it better if you're able to present it to them the way it's going to look after it's all done. Meaning, you're not presenting to them a sheet of paper where you illustrated in Photoshop or Illustrator a beautiful shopping bag and say, okay, this is how I will design your shopping bag. That doesn't happen in the real world. Clients love to be able to touch and feel the texture of the material, the handles, how is it going to hold the weight that you put inside the box or the shopping bag. And that's when graphic designers come in as package designers as well, because you're able to help your client put together their products readily marketed to their customers. Not too many designers are able to do package design. So if you can do this really well, you're going to be in demand. Um, you're a well-rounded designer, and it's a specialized field. Um, anyway, so here are important resources. Now let's go to our module. We'll go back to the template resources, because this is how you're able to put together your assignment. So that's the template resources. Okay, supply list. You do not need to buy all this, okay? So don't panic, don't stress out. I will show you examples, what they look like if you're actually using them when you work as an intern for a design firm or an ad agency. Are you familiar with this? X-Acto knife, hobby knife. Class, you can unmute yourself, by the way. The common brand is called X-Acto. It's a precision knife. It comes with a disposable blade, and that's a number 11 blade. Some brands are called, well, besides X-Acto, another common brand is Excel. This is a double-sided tape, clear, and usually it says permanent. So when you put together your boxes, it's not going to come off right away. Oh, this is a replacement blade for that. Tape, spray adhesive, Bristol, T-square. Okay, so I apologize. If you had seen my video, I just rescued a dog. Now I wonder, should I give him back? Okay, so Bristol paper, you can replace this. Instead of buying a package, you can actually get a poster board. Even at 99-cent stores, they have poster boards for 99 cents each. Or Safeway, if you go to the school supplies aisle, they have poster boards. Pretty much Bristol paper is like poster board. It's just in a pad. If you're doing anything special for shopping bags, you know, to create the holes for the bag, that's the hole punch tool will come in handy. These are the books, Shadler ruler. Okay, all when you're creating holes, this is what designers use. It's spelled AWL, this one, AWL. You don't have this, you can use a push pin. So there are other optional tools that you can use besides this. Push pin. You don't have a cutting mat, it's okay. You can use a cutting board in your kitchen, you know, where you chop your vegetables. A burnisher is for scoring. What is a score? Score means fold mark or fold line. And that's important when you're folding boxes. This is Chopper. Chopper, Chewy. Chopper was my old dog. If you don't have this, it's okay. You know what you can use? Get a rewards card from like Safeway or Walgreens. They have rewards card. Don't use your student ID or your Visa credit card. It can work, but I don't want you to damage that. So that will work for scoring. I will do demos for you, so don't feel intimidated. Okay. Any questions so far? So you don't buy this. There are options. Okay. I think for the most part, what you're going to need for next week, and we'll talk about it, will be Bristol paper or poster board. But you definitely need a blade. This is inexpensive, $4.49. Maybe you have one from your garage or your toolbox, a hobby knife, or the box cutter, that will work too. And when you cut, obviously, well, you're gonna need a ruler or a triangle so you can cut. And to protect your furniture, you want to make sure you have something like this, cutting mat, or in my kitchen, I have cutting mats, they're thin plastic, and that will work too. As long as or the back of if you have a cardboard, you can use a cardboard just so you're not cutting directly on your furniture, okay? And then again, you will need a scoring tool to create fold marks. Okay, let's go back to the modules. I have videos here. If you have a portable board, it's good to cover it, but again, it's not required. A portable board is what designers use, where you can put your T-square and you can glide it up and down. Excuse me. Okay. Now, let me show you if my students were in the past, if they were able to put together their work really well, then you can do it too. This was last spring. Sedanur, she did an amazing job. For the shopping bag, you can see that she used a rub down here because you cannot print gold on black paper in your printer. So she used a rub down. She even added a melted wax there. And this was one of the projects. The packaging for, you have to, the final cost, she chose Williams Sonoma, and it's a series of brands, products. This was her French press. And when you have a window like this, so this is a triangular window, but it's in the corner, this is what you call die cut window. DIE hyphen CUT. When you create a die cut, anything that's customized, that's called die cut. The print shop will literally create a metal die. They will laser cut it. So it's similar to having a cookie cutter. When you make cookies, to make all your cookies the same shape, you use that template. So same thing. So this is a die cut, and she added film acetate inside. Her coffee syrup and coffee bag. So you can see how clean the fold lines are. That's called scores. SCORES, scores, or a score, two scores. And here she also used rub down and the melted wax. So that is Sedanurs. Let's check who's next. Tammy. So this was her bag. Instead of a shopping bag, she created a wine bag for Trader Joe's. You can see that she created a new label for the Shiraz wine of Trader Joe's, which is the two-buck choc. They have Chardonnay, Merlot, and Cab. This was the Shiraz. Cork puller with a stemless wine glass. Know, by the way, that whatever you put together in this class, they end up as amazing portfolio samples. And it's a portfolio that will get you a job. It's not your transcript of records. This was done by Robin. So it's a men's toiletry set, grooming set, shaving cream, blades, shopping bag there, packaging. Okay, don't feel intimidated when they came to my class, just like you right now. They started from nothing. They had no idea how these things work. So I will work with you. I make myself available even after class. I have office hours. Feel free to contact me and say, I need extra help, or I need you to critique my progress work, okay? I'm here for you. So this was done by Fred. He did the salt and pepper set here, and olive oil label. Chris, this was the 3 series chocolate bars that you will actually be doing right away. He created the Chaw brand. And he also did Trader Joe's. So just like the other young woman, they picked Trader Joe's, but for him, instead of the words Trader Joe's, he just did TJ. This was a Zinfandel, so a good set there with a cork pull, so which is really fun. Angeline, she did Whole Foods. When you go to Whole Foods, they have toiletries as well. Soap, face cream, facial masks, and she redesigned the bag so to be consistent with the branding. And if you look closely, these are actually holes or die cut. So she cut those so you can see the product itself inside. Elena graduated last semester, by the way. So this is going to be your first assignment. You will be creating your die lines, die line templates, no graphics, nothing. This is it's like an exercise for you to be able to learn how to cut, score, fold. You will only do 3 boxes. This is what you call the reverse tuck box, and this is the pillow box. So those 2 are required. The third one is any template of your choice that you will find in that link that I have on in the module. Okay. Let me just get the rascal because it's annoying. I apologize. So just take a look at this. You guys can unmute yourself and talk to each other, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so this is the project number 3, actually, where you get to pick a series of products from the listed stores. So what do you think, class? You like so far what you're seeing? You're so quiet. You can unmute yourself. Okay, so that's Elena's and her chocolate bars. She did a rub down there. This was printed, and she did debossing. I will teach you how to emboss. Emboss means when you make the element look raised up. But if it's receding, the opposite, that's called debossing it. So this is deboss. Okay, so week 1 overview. You will have, for the entire semester, you will be working on 3 major assignments. The first one is the structural package design. This is 3 weeks. You will need the Bristol board to create the packages, and you will do 3 boxes only, just like the examples that I showed you. And after I share, I will show you more examples. So it'll be the reverse tuck, pillow pouch, and a template of your choice. So it could be white. If you buy a poster board that is in color, it's up to you. But no graphics for this exercise, okay? It's to, what's the purpose of this assignment? To create and understand the use of packaging structure and form. Understand the important use of a die line. Die line is pretty much your template. Improve your comping skills and attention to detail in package design. Okay, what is comping? When you put together a prototype of your design, that is called comprehensive. It's a short word for comprehensive study. You're creating a dummy. That's another terminology that I'm using. Dummy or prototype. It's a model of how the finished product will look like. So that's what we call comping. Okay, so that's a very, very important word to memorize, because should you work as an intern next summer, or maybe you have a client, you're freelancing, you're gonna need to understand, how am I going to comp a brochure? You know, you don't give the client sheets of paper, oh, this is my design, but if it's scored, folded, so now the client can see right away, it's a trifold or single fold, or it's an accordion fold. they can see right away how the brochure is going to look like after it's all printed, done by a professional print shop. So same thing for 3D products. If you're showing how a coffee maker is going to be boxed, what's your design on the outside, and how you and I as consumers will appreciate it more if maybe there's a window. Now I can see, it's black or it's silver or it comes in different colors. You probably know that when you go shopping, when you go to any department store, even when you buy a simple sweater or shirt or skirt, it comes with tags. That was done by a graphic designer. And when they present it to a client, they don't just print one sheet of 8.5 by 11 with the tag in the middle. They will literally use a material that will simulate, is it going to be like looking like a metal or a very thick cardboard? What color is it going to be? Is it going to have a hole? Is it rope, ribbon, satin ribbon, or string? How is it going to be attached to the shirt? And then the box where the shirt goes in, like you go to Nordstrom or Macy's, you say, can I have a box? This is meant to be a birthday present for my friend. They have a logo on the outside. So as a designer, when a client asks you, oh, I need a box for my merchandise, can you design one for me? You're going to introduce, maybe propose, oh, okay, just a simple white box, logo in the middle. Or how about if we make the inside all black and the outside all white? Ooh, that's really dramatic. Or vice versa. Or maybe there's a sleeve that wraps around, just like what they do in Nordstrom. So try to be very observant now when you go shopping, grocery stores or department stores, because everything that you see there are all touched by a graphic designer. They didn't just, got printed. It takes a lot of time and effort to think about what's going to grab the attention of a consumer. Okay, so you will, this is your practice to comp, to cut, score, fold. The other project is a chocolate bar packaging. And what is the purpose of this assignment? Work with multiple components in a hierarchy of branding and naming. Consider the issues and trade-offs regarding ease of shipping versus visibility in display box, shipping structure. Design against the competition, create compelling and informative packages. Okay, this means you will select an American brand of premium chocolate or a European brand marketed in America. You will be responsible for redesigning the current packaging graphics and apply graphics to a bar label in 3 different flavors. So maybe you have Toblerone, for example, Toblerone dark chocolate, Toblerone white chocolate, Toblerone cherry flavored chocolate. Here's a hint for you. Go to Cost Plus stores and review European chocolates. You can go to Safeway, find something there. I recommend that you get 2 sets. Why is that? Maybe one set, try it, eat it, taste it. Unless you're allergic to, is anyone allergic to chocolates here? I need to know. But there's a way to go around that. Ask your friend, your neighbor, can you taste this and tell me the texture, the flavor, the scent? What do you think of it? Do you like it? Um, That's what you do if, let's say, you're allergic to something or you're not too fond of that, but you need to design something for that. You test it with a friend. Okay, you will need to create a creative brief. Okay, what is a creative brief? Um, when you work for a design firm or an ad agency, when a creative director or senior art director gives you a project to put together, he's going to hand over a folder to you. Sometimes it's this thin, sometimes it's very thick. And he'll say, here's the brief. That means you don't even need to do any research because all the answers to who, what, where, when, and how are there. All the information you need to know about. In your case, you will need to Google search. This is easy. Company background, product samples. Let's take, for instance, Toblerone. You're familiar with that Toblerone, the triangular chocolate, right? It's a Swiss brand. Maybe they have other Toblerone products. Find out. Maybe they do have hot chocolates that you can make, or powdered chocolate for baking. Some companies do that. They diversify besides just selling chocolate bars. Collect visual samples and evaluate structural opportunities available. Collect competitor samples. So when you go to Safeway, take a look. Okay, this seems to be looks like a high-end product, and then look around. Bring your smartphone, iPhone, take pictures, and make an observation. Okay, why is this on the very top of the shelf? Or if you look back, wow, that product there stands out. So now you're going to ask yourself, what makes them stand out? Is it the colors, or maybe it's the way the design was put together? Um, it's just like buying cereal, a box of cereal. You have a favorite box of cereal, and then you go to the supermarket. You get distracted because all of a sudden you're seeing, oh my gosh, there's like 50 some products here, 50 some brands, and you couldn't find your cereal. And then you get distracted. You pick one. Oh, this is so colorful, but will you buy it? Actually, that's what happens because when a consumer buys, it becomes emotional. They tend to uh, go for their favorites, or they tend to go for, ooh, this reminds me of something. Ooh, I love the smell. It becomes an emotional experience for consumers. And actually, you should ask yourself, what are your habits too when you buy? This is what it's all about. Okay, so that's what you're going to be doing. Downloading information from the internet, and I will show you examples. So don't panic. Don't panic yet. um, and also visual research, meaning, go to the store, and when you buy the chocolate, why did you buy it? Maybe it's the ugliest looking packaging, and you want to challenge yourself and say, okay, I can elevate their look. I can elevate their reputation because this is totally ignored in the store. It doesn't look good. Or you look at something really amazing, you say to yourself, wow, I can come up with something better than this. So challenge yourself. Take pictures. Okay, you will create a mood board. Not necessarily cutting and pasting pictures, but download from the internet. When you eat that set of chocolates, so I highly recommend get a second set, have a bite of one and say, okay, is there a smell, an aroma to this? Is it very rich? Is there a lot of texture? When you keep chewing, is it smooth? Ask yourself, write it all down. So now you're thinking, wow, this chocolate comes in. I have three concepts for this chocolate. It's very smooth. It's very flavorful. I love the color, the dark chocolate and the super white chocolate. Okay, so what is the mood board about? Images and objects that will relate to that criteria. So when you say smooth, Megan, if I say smooth, what crosses your mind? Unmute yourself. So if I say smooth, what crosses? Or if I say, "Ooh, I like the texture." There's texture. So what do you? Okay, texture maybe for me is the uh, carpet. That's texture, right? Smooth. I'm seeing silk, satin. You follow now? Angelo, okay, so give me an example. If I say aromatic,
Um, I think more like flower designs, maybe.
very good. Yeah, aroma. Or maybe a cup of coffee. I'm smelling the fresh brewed coffee. Uh, Cornelia, give me an example of what could be a good concept for a chocolate. Do you like chocolates?
Yeah,
Okay,
chocolates.
good. You like chocolates. Okay. So what do you like about chocolates? Ask yourself.
Uh,
See,
I'm
it's
sorry.
sweet.
Sweet. Okay. When I say sweet, what crosses your mind?
Ice cream,
Very
sugar,
good. Sugar. Honey, right?
cake.
Yes. Okay. So whatever crosses your mind based on those criterias that you've put together because of, while tasting that, ooh, it's sweet. Oh, I like it. It's nutty. Now, collect pictures that will be related to that. Pictures of texture, pictures of, smooth versus texture or aroma. Alex, do you like chocolates?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so what do you like about chocolates?
Well, I like bitter, so I like dark chocolate.
Great. Okay, dark, bitter. So when you say bitter, what crosses your mind? What picture can you put in your head?
When I think of bitter, I don't know. Bitter. I don't know.
Maybe raw vegetable? No.
Okay, or like I usually think of like like dark coffee.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, coffee beans. That's
Coffee
bitter. You
beans.
just have a bite of that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
very good. Okay, and what else do you like about chocolates?
Um, I like it when um I like mint, like herbal things. So like mint. I like mint chocolate.
Okay, so herbal and mint herbs. I can think of oregano or maybe rosemary or mint. That's an
Mm-hmm.
herb. Lavender is also an herb
Mm-hmm.
or herb. So gather those pictures, and that's going to be your mood board. So do you understand now what this is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the third project, timing 7 weeks. This is like after 7 weeks, after module 7. You will pick any of these stores. So maybe Jason, um, looking at this series of names, which one will you pick? I'm sure you can change your mind later, but at first glance, what do you have in mind here? Do you like animals?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a pet?
Mm, I didn't have a pet for a very long time.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Do you like to do it yourself home improvements, or decorate the living room, dining room, bathroom, or
Mm, Not really.
okay, so I'm
But
also
but that idea could go with Home Depot.
yeah, so maybe you're gonna say, okay, maybe I'll do a series of a hammer, a drill. So that's what you're gonna be packaging, or in Petco, maybe ooh, dog food, dog biscuits, a shampoo for the dog, maybe Macy's. It doesn't necessarily have to be clothing. Macy's, they have their own brand also, in-store brand, and same thing with Bed Bath and Beyond. Okay, so there are, okay, don't feel intimidated. This quiz here, it's just 5 questions, very easy. Die line exercise, that's what you're gonna need to do. That's the 3 boxes. And after you finish them, you will upload it to the discussion. So this is not like a big assignment. You will upload it there, and that's where you can just explain why did you pick this, and then comment on 2 classmates uploads. So that's what the discussion is all about. The chocolate bars assignment, that's where you also upload in the discussion. Okay, let's go there now so you can see, and I will show you more examples. Okay, die line exercise. You will pick 3 boxes. The 2 are already, these are the required ones: reverse, tuck, and pillow pouch. And then the third one, whatever you like. You will comb these boxes using Bristol board or poster board. I recommend just plain white, no graphics. Okay. And how do you do that? These are the links. So if I click on this, I recommend that you scale it to fit on 8.5 by 11 letter size paper so you can print it. And you don't want to create a tiny box that's going to be, actually it's a misconception of students. The smaller the box is, some students think it's the easiest to put together. It's exactly the opposite, because your fingers get in the way when you start folding it. So the larger the better. So I'm assuming you have a printer at home. Do you all have a printer at home? Yes? Okay. So you use that as your template. You tape it down on the poster board and you cut it. Okay, so that's what you will upload here in the class discussion. When is this due? February 10th. When is February? Oh, that's a Wednesday. So we'll still see each other this Thursday. You can show me any progress you have. Excuse me. And then we'll see each other again next Tuesday. And if you have other questions, I can still address that, help you. And then Wednesday, you upload it no later than 11:59 p.m. because otherwise it becomes Thursday. So this is 70 points. You have submitted 3, and you show visible die cut, score, and fold lines. Okay. Now let me open this website. Okay, so these are still uploading. You can choose one, but the other two, this is a reverse stock. So that's really, really easy. That's a reverse stock. That's a reverse stock. And you need a pillow pouch. See, now you will get ideas for your future assignment, how you can, so just go over here and pick carefully what would be an amazing example that you can add to your portfolio. At the same time, get a grade for it. And no graphics, so it should just be transferred on a Bristol paper. Okay, so that's one website, and this is the other one. It's a lot, it just takes forever to open. Here, this is where you can download it. Printable, free. Okay, now let me share. Okay, so I will, any questions on project one? I will share more examples for you. Go back to the module. So after you finish that, you will upload it to the die-line discussion. This other assignment, you will select an American brand of premium chocolate or a European brand being marketed in America. You need to pick one brand, but that comes in 3 flavors. If it only comes in 2 flavors, then you can maybe just invent, oh, there's a third flavor, which is blueberry, for example. You will research and create a design brief, and you will create mood boards, including 10 to 15 hand packaged sketches, no computer. So if you wish, you can start with the structural assignment, a die line, and then purchase your chocolates. The sketching, you can do this later, but this is due next Wednesday. So we will still see each other on Thursday and Tuesday, right? Next week. Okay, so 3 flavors. This is what I read earlier. You can go to Cost Plus because they have imported chocolates. The design brief, here's an example. If you click on this, you can use this as your guide. Click on that. To begin, who is the client? What's the name of the company? What does the brand currently offer? Is it just chocolates, or maybe they have sodas also? What is the product? Timeline, budget, printing limitations, when was it founded, so etc. Target audience, given the price, who do you think can afford to buy the chocolate? Are they teenagers, middle-aged people? Are there more men or more women that you observe eating chocolates? Where will they see the product packaging? And who are the competitions? So describe your packaging. When you describe your packaging, if your product were a car, what kind would it be? Maybe you'll say, "Oh, this is the Rolls Royce of chocolates." You know how you use adjectives like that? Or if you were an animal, "Ah, this is really a very bold flavored chocolate, just like a cougar." If you were a celebrity, "Oh, I find this chocolate really sexy." This could be like whoever you have in mind. Okay. Design objective in a sentence or two. Describe the overall objectives for this design project. What is the project expected to achieve? Maybe you'll say, I want it to be noticed by more young kids because only older people have appreciated it. But if, or vice versa, the kids love this, but I want to elevate the look so the older people now will appreciate this brand. Okay, and then this is where you upload the assignment for the chocolate bars. Okay, let me share with you more examples. Towards the end of the semester, and while we're putting together our projects, Alice, you will end up with a process book. Process book, as the name implies, it shows someone reviewing your portfolio. How did you come about this beautiful project? Your example that's so amazingly good looking. It shows a process. So this was done in spring 2020 by Alice Lee. So you will bind it. She added an intro to herself, table of contents. See, these are the major projects: structural package design, chocolate bar, and the store brand. Die line. Okay, she just added an intro. You don't have to do this. But when you upload it in the discussion, maybe you can add that as your intro for your process book there. So she did not make 3 boxes, she made more. So see this one here, can you see, class? You download it, you print it out, and then you cut it out, and then you tape it down on a poster board or bristle paper, and then you trace it. So this is what you call a reverse stock. This is a pillow box. And then she created 1, 2, 3 of the third one extras because she enjoyed it very much. She did more actually. You don't have to, you're only asked to do 3. But guess what? It made her process book look more amazing. So you can see the templates that she used, she downloaded from the Dieline URL. And for the chocolate bar packaging, okay, so research. This is all the research you need to do. You can download from the internet. In her case, she picked this brand, Ritter Sport brand, founded here, who was the founder, product line, whatever you can find, target audience, company history, competitors, etc. And then she took pictures of she actually downloaded this. This was from the website. So they have more than 3. So you get to pick, and then she just had the description here. Current packaging and the 3 flavors: dark chocolate, whole hazelnuts, and strawberry cream. I chose to redesign. So these are her choices. You're not redesigning it yet, okay? You're just doing a research and buying the chocolate. So that should be an easy assignment. But just so you can see what's next, after you you create the design brief, what's your objective? Why did you pick that brand? Ask yourself. And she created a design map, just like what I asked you earlier. If you say, okay, this is a chocolate brand, it's smooth. What do you think of smooth? Silk, satin, um, sand, or maybe it's a textured nuts. What kind of nuts? And then you can branch it out. You know, whatever crosses your mind, keep branching out, because after you have all these words, you're able to go online and create your mood board. So in her mind, her objective, I think, is to make it more modern looking, the packaging. So modern. She picked architectural symbols for the word modern. And then in her mind, the series of packaging of this chocolate brand, they look very artistic, very colorful, playful, and cheerful. So she picked whatever is related to artistic. There's the Marilyn Monroe, Andy Warhol rendering there. um Colors, texture. See, when you slice a citrus fruit, you see texture there. Dates, nuts, there's texture there. Typography. Okay, so now for her experiments, for her concepts. So you can do this maybe after you've purchased your, of course, after you've purchased your chocolate and after you've narrowed down your concepts to 2 or 3. In her mind, she wants to focus on texture. So what would be good texture for her 3 flavors? So this is her flavor, hazelnut, the hazelnut nut itself. The outside, you cut it in half. Looking at the inside, that shows texture of the hazelnut. This one is color of, oh, I'm sorry, it says corn. I think that's the flavor. And this is strawberry. So very rough sketches. And you don't have to create a layout like this yet. You can just put it on 8.5 by 11, whether you're more familiar with Illustrator or InDesign or Microsoft Word, it's up to you. This is not required yet. You will create the process book at a later time when you have enough materials to put together. So these are all her sketches. Oh, this is not included yet. That's already a refinement. Okay, so that was Alice's. Let's take Elena's. You are a very quiet group. You can interrupt me, ask questions if you wish. So she created her own logo for her process book. This was her table of contents in the process book. So this is the pillow box that she downloaded, the template, the die line, and this is the outcome, the pillow box. This is the reverse stock, and then she did these 2 extra ones for the as her third. This is her brand, Lint and Sprungly. Design briefs, her mind map. You know, what crosses your mind when you think about that chocolate, velvety, luxurious. So she highlighted the top 3 concepts: juicy, luxurious, and velvety. So you can see here: extravagant, texture, contemporary, creamy, citrus, orange, whatever flavors you have. She only found a very small information about them, but it's enough. Target audience, unique selling point, the competitions, design objective, what's the name of the company, who was the founder, and the history. Okay, now to create that mood board, if you recall, she picked velvety, luxurious, and juicy. So for her velvety, these are pictures that she found online and downloaded there. For juicy, the fruits, extracts from the herb. Luxurious. What's luxurious to you? The colored gold, marble, embossed material there. And that's it. Let me see her and her exploration. She already did. Don't worry about the refinements. The refinements will be in another week. Okay. She did an amazing job. Angeline, let's check what she did. So this is her logo, her process book, project 1, die line. So she has the pillow box, the reverse stock, and she did this pyramid box. She chose Milka chocolate bars, market research, so background, history there, packing, Milka packing, so all the existing ones from 1901 to 2003. You can download all that when you do your research online. Design brief, competition, you can take pictures. So direct competitors, these are, Lind, Ferrero, Cadbury, Nestle. Indirect, these are more lower end, but they still compete with the chocolates, Hershey, Mars, General Mills. And what's a unique selling proposition? History of quality product and craftsmanship. Competition, so take pictures. So for her mood board, visual inspiration, persona, how it appeals to people from old and the young, current brand. This is not in the order. Okay, concept sketches. Okay, don't do it in the computer. No computer allowed, okay? When you do rough sketches. Okay, Chris, process book. Chocolate, design objectives, design history. So his is vivid flavor for his mood board. Artisan. Let me spread this. Human. And initial sketches. Okay, don't worry about this yet, because we do it in steps, step by step. I can't remember what Christine did for hers. I think this is not complete. Let me double check. Box templates that she picked. See, if she can do it, you can do it too. Mood boards, crunchy, smooth marble. I'm sure you can find more pictures than this. Design brief, her initial sketches for the shipper box. You will do a shipper box, meaning when you put it on display, all three flavors will be together. So people will know that, that also makes a lovely present. Fred, let's see, did he do his? He did a simple one. I actually provided this template for him. So design objectives, so that's a Kirkland brand actually that he put together. Keywords, and then his sketches. See how rough it is? And that's all I expect from you, rough sketches. You know, what crosses your mind? Okay, how am I going to deconstruct this packaging and make it better? He did not have a complete presentation here. Gabrielle, let's double check. Okay. After I show all of this, I will let you go soon. Okay, so package structures. This is the reverse stock. She just took pictures in different angles. Pillow pouch, and then she picked the pyramid box as her last one. Perugina. Mood board, Italy, poetry, emotion. So her three flavors, milk, white, and dark. Her roughs, so very rough, okay? Let's see, let's go over this quickly now. Robin, is this helping you, class, when I'm showing examples?
Yes,
Yep.
of
No?
course.
Okay. Blank comps. Okay, this is how a reverse stock looks like. It's called reverse because this one goes this way, but the bottom always go the opposite way. It's reversed. It's a pretty common structural packaging for most products. This is what he picked for his choice, I believe. Oh, so that was the pillow box here on the left. Pillow box and the third one. Endangered species chocolate packaging, design brief, mind map. You know, you can do it on a scratch paper and then take a picture of it. Mood board, because it's called endangered species. So he's looking at the animals using fair trade and natural ingredients. So that's the concept. Chocolate in exploration. So he loves to draw. So these were his roughs. Seda, I know she did a very good job. Table of contents. So these were her three in the beginning, Sarah hated cutting. And then after lots of practice, she said, wow, she got a hang of it and loved it. Those are the 3 boxes: pillow box, reverse stock, and this is the third one. Design brief, mood board, unique, sustainable. Oops, wrong spelling. Please double check your spelling. Social, inspiration. So these are the mood board images. She didn't do her sketches here. Okay, let's not look at that. I don't want to show you, I want to show you good examples. So no computer, okay, for your sketches. Pillow box. So 1, 2, 3. Reverse stock and house box. That's what she picked. Tony's Chocolonely. That's a cool name. Competitors. Mood board, delicious, ethical. From what I gathered, if I remember her story, they only hire fair trade vendors. Buy from vendors, fair trade, and they give back profits to communities. Her sketches. So these were the 3 flavors that she picked. Explorations. Okay, which one? Jessica, I did not show you Jessica's. Okay, last one. Her 3 boxes. Market research. Mood boards, crisp. Maybe there's got some crunchiness to her chocolate bar, and it's sweet. You know, it could be the color or colors also that symbolize the sweetness, and rich in flavor. She didn't do, it has to be hand drawn. Okay, let me stop this share because I want to show you something else. And we've gone beyond our time, but it's okay. Okay, reverse stock. This is a reverse stock. This goes to the front, the bottom goes to the back. That's why it's called reverse. If you're a good designer, you will consider making the front away from the fold. This is how it should be done. It should go like that, smooth, instead of this, making this the front. So a lot of toiletry packaging. So Estee Lauder, they have a very good design because this is the front, the folds, the flaps fold away from the front. And then the bottom, it's like that. So if you find one at home, you can just dismantle this and trace over this instead of downloading from that die line company. Okay, this is a pillow box. If I were you, and oops, enlarge it some more. Okay, how do you curve this? If you have a push pin, you know, so when you download the template, let me see if I can pin myself. Are you able to see me?
Yes.
I mean, as a big,
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You put your push pin there or the awl, and then you follow that with by curving it with your burnishing tool or your credit card edge or the rewards card. Okay, what other boxes can you see? Like this is a small one. So if you dismantle this, it's very small. All three boxes should fit one or less than one poster board. You know, you can go to a 99-cent store and get that. Now this one is a die line for a birdhouse, actually. It's a birdhouse. So there's the flap or flaps, and there's a die cut there on the side. And by the way, in packaging, everything has to be collapsible, meaning it should collapse flat. You know, it's just like when you go to a department store, when you ask for a shopping bag, they're not all built already. They're all flat, because when you order, when a customer orders, when a client orders, they like, oh, I want 10,000 of that for this store only. So this one goes toward, the one goes down first, sides next, the last flap inside, and then this one folds in. You can come up with fun stuff actually. And this one goes, see, isn't that cool? And then you can create a die cut here, die cut window for the bird, any shape you like. Or I have this, I use it actually when I demo to my class, but I spray mounted a decorative paper on the outside. So it's fancy, but you don't have to do that. You can have an elongated reverse stock. See, I've shown you a square, rectangular one. This one is elongated. That's all. Okay. Okay, let me go over some materials. This is a cutting mat. If you don't have this, just use a cutting board in your kitchen. Okay. So that's optional. This is a tracing paper if you're making sketches, but if you have plain white printer papers, ruled papers, that's fine. This is a triangle. You have a ruler, a hard ruler, that's fine. Professional designers, but I'm not gonna require you. This is what you call Shadler rule. Shadler, they come in, this is a 12-inch one. They also come in an 18-inch one. This is used by the NASA. It's the most accurate ruler. It comes in points, picas, inches, metric. So both metric and inches. And it has increments down to 1/64th of an inch. When I had a design firm that I owned, and I had a young woman who designed for me, and she was actually very creative, but I fired her. One day I discovered that she wasn't measuring at all. You know, in packaging, it's important to measure. It's precision art. She made my brochures the exact same size as the envelopes. What do you think happened?
Brochures didn't fit in the envelope.
Didn't fit. So I had to customize the envelopes. It was cheaper to do that than formatting the brochures. And at that time, it cost me at wholesale $5,000 extra. Can you imagine if you're doing this for a client, all of a sudden everything was delivered, oh my gosh, it doesn't fit, that can totally ruin your reputation. And what if the client intends to use that for a convention? They're not going to cancel the convention. Okay, this is a burnishing tool. Blick Art Store, I don't know if Amazon sells it. Any art store will carry it. The point one, they come in smaller metal ball tip, and this one, it's for scoring. This is another kind of scoring tool. I'm showing this to you so that should you work as an intern one summer, maybe you have a freelance job, now you know, oh, what are those strange looking tools that you find in art stores? So burnishing tool, and you know, you don't have to buy that. You can use the edge of a rewards card. Sorry. This is an awl, spelled AWL. It's basically a bookbinder's tool. They come in different lengths. It tells you the number of pages they're able to poke through. But for a package designer, this is for poking holes, you know, like where are the corners of this box, instead of um, putting a lot of marks with your pen or pencil. This is the knife. And of course you open this and that's where you place the blade. I have the refill blades here. So I think what's important to invest in is a good X-Acto knife or Excel knife or cardboard box cutter. Right now you're not gonna need this yet, but this is a double-sided tape, you know, clear, but it has to say permanent, because if it doesn't say permanent, you put layers of tape there and then your box falls apart. This is any white artist's tape. Now they come in different colors, by the way. It's nice to have an artist tape because when you put it down on your board and then you remove it, it's not going to peel off a layer from your board. Do you have any questions? So I'm giving you all the options there. I will meet you on Thursday and you can share with us, okay, this is what I downloaded from the URL. And I can show you a video how to, actually I have some videos there already in the module. Watch the video, but you don't follow where I added the decorative paper on the outside. You don't need to, it's just white. Okay, questions? Anybody? So I should let you go now. Thank you for being in this class. And if you have friends thinking about getting another course, advertise this course because hopefully they don't they don't cancel this class. 3, 6, 7, 8. There are 9 students so far. So amongst you, nobody's here to fulfill, to get a certificate this semester. Is that correct? Because that could be one justification why we can keep this course. If somebody is saying, well, I'm graduating, this is the only one missing in my curriculum. Okay, but I'll see you on Thursday. So have fun shopping with chocolates. Don't destroy the packaging when you open one, because that's going to be your, you know, take pictures first because you will need that to upload pictures of the actual products and competitors perhaps. Okay, have a great day everyone, and I look forward to seeing you again on Thursday.
Thank you, Professor.
Take care.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
So quiet. Okay. Bye now. Have a nice day.